Hello, and welcome to our 7-day series of the 7 phases of love. My name is Amy, and today I'm going to be talking about the phase of falling in love. It's usually the first phase in a relationship where we're kind of got the rose colored glasses and we're Twitter pated, as old Mr. Owl used to say in Bambi. And it's really hard and challenging to kind of take a step back and really look and see if the person that we're falling in love with is actually going to be a good life partner or someone, for a long-term relationship. So sometimes we really need to kind of take a step back, take those rose-colored glasses off, and take a deeper look into this person or even ourselves as well to make sure that, we're a good fit as well. So I'll be talking about 7 ways to see if this person is right for you and, to see if the relationship will be successful or not. So number one is core values. Do they align? For example, maybe if you want children, how are they going to be raised? Maybe your partner is atheist, but you're very spiritual and religious, and you would like to raise your children in the spirituality that you grew up with. But what if your partner doesn't? What if they're, like I said, atheist, and they don't want their kids really to grow up in a religion where they feel is maybe restrictive? So that's something can really be problematic, and most people don't stop to think to kind of ask, and talk about that tough issue. It kind of bursts the bubble, but it's a really important topic to talk about, is to making sure that your core values align, especially important ones. So number two, does this person bring out the best in you? There are some people who are just big-hearted and community connected, and they volunteer. So are there some good things about your partner that you see that make you want to try to make the corner of your little corner of the world a better place? Do they try to make, get involved with the community? They volunteer. If they see someone in need, do they stop and try to help them? If a family member calls and they're kind of stuck and they need help, are they willing to reach out and help that person? One thing that really attracted me to my husband was we were just dating, and my mom really needed help moving, and we're having a hard time. Nobody wants to do that, but he was perfectly willing to jump in and help move, and that just it impressed me, and it made me want to kind of align with that value too, as being very helpful to other people, not just my inner circle. So that's something you want to look out for, and also look for in yourself too. So number three, does he get along with your family or friends? Obviously, if you're looking at this in the long term, you're going to be around each other's family and inner circle. So it's really important that, you're all getting along. And, not all of us are in sync with personalities. Sometimes certain personalities clash, and that's okay. But the important part is that we're respectful for those who live lives that are different from us, maybe their lifestyles, political views, what have you. So how are they around your family and friends? Do they treat them with respect? Or conversely, do they just try too hard? And does your family kind of telling you, hey, this person's trying too hard? That can be a red flag that there might be some trust issues there. Because if someone's trying too hard, it kind of means that they're hiding something. They're holding back. So it's something to keep an eye on. 4, how well does he treat others outside your family and friends and his family and friends? For example, if you're, how is he with service workers or customer service or cashiers and clerks? Does he act a little arrogant and entitled, or is he respectful and understanding? Like, for example, maybe your dinner order got, messed up and he got the wrong thing. Is this person going to be patient and understanding and handle with maturity, or are they going to be arrogant and disrespectful and make that person feel, awful? That's definitely, another red flag, that you want somebody who's going to treat everyone with respect. There's that famous quote that I was raised to treat the janitor and the CEO with the same respect. And that's really a good role model to look for, is you really want someone who treats everyone with respect. So number 5, does this person shy away from conflict, or do you shy away from conflict? It's really, really important. Disagreements are going to come up, conflict's going to come up. How are you going to be able to handle that? You need to be able to be open and honest, to express your opinion or disagreement on something. If someone, is this partner that you're interested, if they always want to be right, or maybe they're always disagreeing with you and they feel that they have to be right all the time. And maybe right now you really don't care about that. Maybe it's little things and it's not a big deal. So you're like, whatever, just happy and in love. But eventually that is going to get old, because you want your viewpoints to be validated, even if they don't necessarily agree with them. Or if you get in a fight, or you guys get on each other's nerves, are you going to be able to openly communicate what's going on, or what the other person, maybe a bad habit that you have or that they have. And there definitely needs to be some open, healthy communication with you two to work that out. Otherwise, it can really constrain the relationship and block that deeper level of intimacy that we have to really be able to be vulnerable in front of each other, and be able to admit our mistakes and say we're sorry when we make mistakes. And if we don't have that, that just makes things really, really difficult in a relationship when everything's always one-sided. So if you have some habits that you need to work on that are, bad habits, then now would be a really good time to work on that and practice saying I'm sorry. So the next one, 6, future plans. Not all of them have to match, but maybe in a couple years this person wants to move out of the country, but perhaps you're really close to your family and friends, and that's not something that you really want to do. It's important to know what their future goals are, whether they're little or big. And some things there's definitely compromise, but just finding out what a person's goals are. Maybe one of you is really ambitious and wants to go back to college. They may be focused on having material security and wealth, whereas the other person is really happy just to be getting by and having, minimum wage, and maybe material wealth isn't important to them. Maybe they want a minimal lifestyle. So that is definitely going to clash over time. So those are some things, to work out and talk and find, if your future plans are too conflicting or not. And 7, the very last one, responsibility. How responsible do you know that your partner is, or how responsible are you? You need to make sure that, are both of you responsible as far as paying your bills on time? Are you able to hold down a job? If you see that your partner's been through, quite a few jobs in the past year, maybe find out why. If they're making excuses or blaming other people, or maybe they just haven't found the career that they really love and they're just trying things out, that's okay, but it's something to keep an eye on. Because if it keeps happening, there's something else going on there. In a long-term relationship, especially if you're interested in getting married, those kinds of things as far as not being responsible with money and having a poor credit score, that kind of thing definitely affects, your partner. So you want to make sure that, you're both financially responsible. Most couples, the reason why they end up splitting, it is because of, arguing over money. So money can be a big thing. So it's important to make sure, that you both can be responsible and both have the same, ambitions and goals. So that's it. That's all 7 tips. I hope that they help you out. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.